Hello everyone, welcome back to Data Science with Yash, and we're gonna continue our discussion with respect to the Python series. And today we'll be discussing about the tuples, which is a fundamental data structure in Python. And if you've been following my videos, you might have already known that we have discussed the list and list comprehensions. So now let's dive into the tuples. We'll understand the entire concepts related to tuples, right, and their methods and how they can be incredibly useful in our Python programs, right? So and before we dive in, I want to inform you that due to a technical issue I won't be using the webcam for the next few videos or a couple of days, but still I'll be focusing on the screen recording and the voiceovers, like to ensure you to get all the valuable content, right? So let's get started by understanding today's agenda. So today's agenda will be understanding the tuples, creating the tuples, accessing the tuple elements, and reversing the tuple elements. And the most important characteristic related to tuples is the immutable nature of tuples. This we need to understand, and then diving into tuple methods that we have and the packing and unpacking of tuples. Clear? So let's get started one by one. So let us understand what this tuple data structure actually is. So a tuple is a collection of different data types which is ordered and unchangeable, that is immutable in nature. That means a tuple is a collection that is heterogeneous, which means that it can hold different data types, data, and this is ordered and this is unchangeable, which is immutable. And we'll try to explore more about this thing as this is very much important. So these tuples are written with round brackets, and once a tuple is created we cannot change its value. This is something which speaks about this immutable nature, right? Once a tuple is created and we cannot change its values, I mean elements, right? So their immutability makes them different from list. So in list, in the last class we have discussed about list, and we spoke about like the lists are mutable in nature, where it supports item assignment and all, right? So in this case it is quite opposite. So this is immutability. The immutability nature of the tuples makes them different from the list. Clear? So next, let us try understanding how do we create a very simple tuple. So just give the two round brackets, and we can print this tuple, and we can also check the type of the tuple just to confirm it's a tuple. Clear? So let's check. You can see here this is an empty tuple, and also this is again like telling you that this is a data structure of tuple. Clear? And next, similarly here what I'm trying to do is I've taken a variable lst, and where I'm trying to convert this tuple, initially this was in tuple, right? And now I wanted to convert this thing into list, and then we can print this and we can check the type of lst. We gonna get this as list, and this is empty list, right? We have empty tuple and that got converted into list. And moreover, similar example here what I'm trying to do is one I have taken, and I'm now like once again trying to change the list which is there lst in list format. Now I wanted to bring back to tuple, and then now checking the type of tup1, and you can see here this is tuple out there. Clear? So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to convert an empty tuple into a list and back to a tuple. What it is showing is like you can like this tells us that we can switch between these data structures if necessary, if needed. Clear? So next example is, this example speaks about that the tuple can hold multiple data types. You can see here this got created with various data types. We have integer, we have float, we have string that is there in the inverted comma, and also a boolean value. and we can print this and also check this. This will definitely not throw an error. See here, this got printed without throwing any error, which shows that the particular tuple is of a mixed data type, data structure, right? And this is similar, but here we are trying to create a nested tuple where I have included the list inside a tuple. Clear? Creating a nested tuple, this can be done like a list into a tuple or tuple into a list, anything can be done. And when I'm trying to print this is also not giving any sort of error, right? You can see here. And next comes to find the length. To find the length of the tuple, this length function will be used, which will find out the length of the tuple. Clear? So T3. So T3 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements in total. So we're gonna get it as 5. So let's cross check. We got it as 5, right? And next comes this particular tuple, where I'm again trying to check the length of this T1. We're getting in total 11 elements. Clear? And next comes the concept of accessing the tuple elements. So tuples actually support the indexing and slicing just like the list. In list we have learned about what is negative indexing, what is indexing, and also the slicing. How do we take the subset from the list, and in a similar way we'll perform the slicing operation where we are trying to get the subset of the tuple. Clear? And the first example is showing from 2 to 9, like index starts from 2, which means 33 and till 9. So this will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So we're gonna get these many elements, and this is not going to come anyways because we discussed in the list, right? This is something exclusive, so this index number will not be there. So we're gonna get till second index to the position till 8th index, and similarly 0 to 5. So here it starts with 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 till here, and -5. The negative indexing anyway starts from -1. So -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. 90 will be the answer, and 3 : 2. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Here it starts from 92 and entire data with a step size of 2, which means we are going to skip one value. So 0 will be skipped, 78 will be skipped, 46 will be skipped, and 23 will be skipped, and rest all will get printed. And -1, as you know, it takes the last element. So let's cross check with the answers that we have discussed now, right? So we got the answers exactly what we have been discussing. Clear? So now let's move into how do we reverse a tuple. See, in case of list, this reverse usually works, but in case of tuple, this will not work. This will definitely throw an error. So tuple, this was the elements that I have given to this particular variable, and I'm trying to reverse this particular thing, and you can see that this is throwing an error. Clear? It is because the tuple object has no attribute reverse. Clear? Clear? So the only way which effectively works like to reverse a tuple is this : -1. This effectively reverses the tuple. Clear? And next comes the concept of addition of tuples. So addition of tuples is like you have this tuple, I have T2, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to concatenate both these with the plus operator, right? And then I'm trying to print this. What it does is it concatenates both, and we get into a single tuple. All the values will be there in a single tuple. Clear? This is what I'm trying to tell. So we have tuple 1 and tuple 2 both got concatenated using this plus operator. And in a similar way, replicating tuples is nothing but a repetition of the particular element T4. So what I'm trying to do is I want to get each of the element that is there in the T2 4 times using this star operator, we can perform the replication. So this got replicated this way. Clear? So 4 times each. I hope this concept is clear, right? So next comes the most important topic, that is updating of tuples. This is what I'm talking about. So this speaks more about the immutable nature, right? So tuples are immutable in nature, which means you cannot update or change the values or the elements of the tuple. Clear? So tuples are immutable, meaning you cannot update or you cannot change their elements once they are created. Clear? So let us cross check by taking an example. So we have this t1, these many elements, and what I'm trying to do is, initially at index 3 we have 92 as the element, and I wanted 5 to be there in the third index. So let's try printing this. You can see it is throwing an error. Clear? So tuple object does not support the item assignment. Clear? And next comes the similar kind of example. What I'm now, I have taken a list LST where I'm specified these elements, and now I'm trying to change at index position with 10. Instead of, we have here 4 and I want to replace it with 10. This will definitely work. It will not throw an error. So at index 3 we got 10, which means item assignment is possible in case of list but not in case of tuples. Clear? And next comes, how do we delete the tuple elements? So removing the individual tuple elements is not at all possible. So you cannot remove the individual elements from a tuple, but what you can do is you can delete the entire tuple, all the elements. So we have t1 and I'm trying to delete this particular thing by using del, which is an inbuilt function again. So here you can see that t1 is not defined, right? Name t1 is not defined. It is because I already deleted that thing, right? So next comes, one second, yes. So next comes tuple methods. So tuples usually have very limited methods, like, and the most two commonly used methods are the count and index. So what this count does is it counts the this particular element which we specify, like how many times that particular element is present in this tuple. So you see it is 1, 2 and 3, so we're gonna get the output as 3 and index 14. So here this 14 is there at 3 different index positions, right? So which index position will it throw as output is again a question mark. So the first occurrence, so the answer would be the very first occurrence of the 14, that will be our output. So here we have 0, 1, 2, so at second position we have 14, so the output will be 2. Count is 3 and this index position is 2. So let's cross check. So it's clear, right? 3 and 2. And next comes the concept of packing and unpacking, packing and unpacking of tuples, which means assigning the multiple values to a tuple and extracting them back. This is something the packing act called packing and unpacking of tuple. And what I have done here is I have assigned t2 as 1 2 3 4 5, and then I'm trying to print this, but I have not specified any round brackets or the square brackets or curly brackets, anything. But by default, when I'm trying to check the type of this particular t2, you can see here this is a tuple. Clear? This is what I'm trying to tell. Clear? So next comes the unpacking of tuple, where I've tried to assign a b c d and 1 2 3 4 5. I'm trying to print these, and I'm able to get this individual values. clear. And then we have a data 10, 20, 30 till 70, and this unpacking with star, this is very much important. You can see here I have assigned only three, like first and star, middle and last, and I have assigned the data for this. And when I'm trying to print this first, what it does is it will take the first element anyways, and last will take last element. But this star middle, what it does is it takes all the values excluding the first and the last. This is something uh, which you can call something special with when we are trying to unpack with using this star. So just we'll cross check this. You can see here 10 is the first element, 70 last, and in between these are which got fetched through this star middle. Clear? And next comes one of the powerful feature of the tuples is that they can be used as the keys in dictionary due to their immutability. Clear? So this can be used as the keys. This in this example, in this particular example, what we are trying to do is these tuples are used as the dictionary keys for storing this student grades, and then we can access the grades by the student name and the subject, right? So here is the student name and the subject, and when I'm trying to print these, I'm actually able to get the grades. John Day Math we have A, and Jane Smith Science we have A. That is what we got here. Clear? So that covers the basics to advanced concepts of the tuples in Python. And the tuples, having said that, is the powerful data structure which offers the immutability and also can be used in various ways. As I told, it includes as dictionary keys, and we also covered about the tuple methods, the packing and unpacking, and also the practical examples to help you understand how to work with the tuples effectively, right? And furthermore, if you have any more doubts on this topic or the topics that we have covered till now, feel free to reach out to me on social media, or you can like comment me on the comment section. I'll try to clarify your doubt, right? And if you find this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and your support means a lot and helps me to create more and more content for you. Stay tuned for next video where we'll be diving into the advanced topics, and also we'll try to finish up the data structures part. We are left with sets and dictionaries, and we'll try to cover in the very next sessions, right? So that's it. Thank you.